What's up everyone, and welcome to another YuGiOh Duel video. So as you saw in the announcement, there has been a new main boss called the Braver Victory. So before we get right into the boss real quick, I'd like to announce Paradox and Aporia have now appeared in Tag Duel Tournament. So they do appear randomly whenever you participate in the Tag Duel Tournament, so that when you do run into them, winning against them will win you a ton of coins that you can use in the lottery bonus. And that's actually quite helpful because you'll be needing them to obtain either the EX jewels or the event exclusive cards such as Puzzle and also Burst by Protection. Speaking of these two cards, I managed to obtain up to 2 copies of Puzzle and also 4 copies of Burst by Protection. Overall, I gotta say I'm pretty much done this entire event as well, but there's still time for me to get my 3rd copy as well. And because of the EX gems we obtained by participating in Tag Duel Tournament's lottery system, we actually can exchange for our own copy of Puzzle over here in the card trader EX. But thus far I only managed to obtain 265 of them as well, so most probably I'll have to duel and participate a bit more in the Tag Duel Tournament to obtain more lottery coins and obtain this card. But anyways, I managed to obtain up to 2 prismatic copies of Galaxy Cleric, so that's a pretty nice addition right there. 12 copies of Red Carpet, 11 copies of Fortune Lady Fire, and 15 copies of Comic Hero King Arthur. Dragons of Draconia on the other hand, 20 copies, so I pretty much say yeah, I hope I don't get any of those cards anymore. But if you actually obtain up to 3 copies of these event exclusive cards and you have a large lump sum of these EX jewels, you can exchange them for the event boosters over here along with the skill chips. So I do hope you guys manage to obtain an additional amount because these event boosters actually help a lot, especially in the upcoming event which I will go into later on. So right now let's dive into the main box real quick, and let me tell you, this entire main box is a pre-mixed batch of chocolates and raisins that is actually quite interesting to say the least. So the first card we have is Livestream Dragon, of course, level 8, and it requires a Power Tool Dragon and a regular level 1 tuner. If this card is synchro summon, you can make your life points get to 4,000, you take no effect damage. If this card face up on the field will be destroyed, you can banish a quick spell instead. So as per usual, if you play a Power Tool Dragon deck that plays a lot of equips, then this is one of the few combos you got to go about and essentially provide your own form of protection, so this card will not be destroyed, whether be it destroyed by floodgates or even by trap holes. So that's one of the few things you got to be really careful when you are playing this card. Is it worth summoning this card? To be honest, not really, but it's quite situational. But if you do play a deck that essentially takes up a lot of your life points by self-burning, like Triple D decks and all that other types of combos, then this card is good for you to increase the life points back to 4k instead of dwindling between 1 to 1,000 life points instead. And also we managed to obtain a new Magnite card, which is the Link monster for Magnite of the Morning Star. Aside from Magnites, we also have Double-Headed Anger Knuckle and also Revolving Switchyard. So these 2 cards are essentially Anarcha Boom support cards overall. So if you are a fan of playing Anarcha Boom cards because of the Xyz combos you can go, then it is the card for you. And aside from that, we also have Battle Wasp being introduced as a synchro. Ancient Gear Megaton Golem, so good. 3 Ancient Gear monsters, but if you manage to get Ancient Gear Golem or Ancient Gear Golem Ultimate Pound as a material, it permanently gains an extra bonus attack based on how many golems you use as material. And if this card were to leave the field, you can banish this card. You can essentially special summon an ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, 4400 piercing bell damage and bell phase negating any access to spell and traps by your opponent. It's good, and I hope you guys manage to get your hands on this because yeah, it's good. Next up we have Magnite the Purple Nightfall. And finally Infernoids. Yep, Infernoids are finally in the game. So this is one of the few archetypes I'm honestly and genuinely interested in trying out for myself. Aside from that, we have True King Argemazut, Vanisher, and also Draco Face Off. You know what this means? Yup, we have Draco Slayers in Duel Links right now. Although Mr. Prominence, the Blasting Draco Slayer, has already been in Duel Links selection boxes for quite a while now, but this is a nice official opening to it. So yeah. Also, we have Gimmick Puppet Chimera Doll, our first Gimmick Puppet Link monster, and also the Xyz monster for the Ascending Draco Slayer. Some Draco Slayer, actually Draco Overlord Dragon type Pendulum monster. A rare Malphos Besmagear, which is the only oddity out. Magnite Blue Sky, Infernoid Deviati, Infernoid Decatron, Belwa Sting the Poison, Revolving Switchyard, and finally Ancient Gear Catapult. So as you can see, this deck has a lot of good cards for you to try out, especially the new archetypes. And if you are planning to build a Magnite card, a Magnite kind of deck, or even a full-on Infernoid deck, you can try this entire box out for yourself. So as you can see, I managed to obtain one copy of Magnite the Morning Star, one copy of Gimmick Puppet Chimera Doll, and also one copy of Belwa Sting the Poison. I didn't manage to get any other good pulls, but that's fine. I can still grind some gems to see what I can obtain later on in the box pull later. Aside from that, once this event of the Tag Duel Tournament ends, we will be greeted with the new event of the KC Cup of 2022 November edition. So as usual, this will take place on the 8th of November until the 21st of November, and this will actually take up to quite a while for us as well. But if you are interested in the other events aside from the KC Cup, do not worry, because after the KC Cup has finally completed, we will have Duelist World Duel Carnival, and finally the Raid Duel event of Bonds Beyond Time, taking on Paradox using Jaden, Yusei, and Yugi, aka Atem. So that's basically it for the updates for this entire video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy and find this update useful if you are. And if you do like these kind of videos, press a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments on what pulls you managed to obtain from this event, as well as what kind of deck you will be preparing for the upcoming KC Cup, and not to mention the event exclusive cards you managed to obtain from this Tag Duel tournament. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time in the upcoming video when the KC Cup event finally begins. So goodbye, stay safe, and good night.